What is up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. If you're new here, my name is Rivah, and I'm here to give you guys my reaction to this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this video. This video was actually sent to me by one of my subscribers, so shout out to you for sending me this video. And like I said, we're just going to go ahead and jump right in.
This commodity is very valuable. But in this conversation, we're going to be talking about commodities in relationships. So in the real world, gold is like a commodity. So we want to ask the panel today, what is your goal in a relationship?
Great job,
girl! You're killing it.
I'm proud of you.
I'm actually pretty good.
That was sexy.
That was good. What is
Okay, so we're here with the whole cast today. We have Oliver.
Boy, oh.
We have Rico.
What you bring to the table?
Danny, Deuces. We got Aaron.
You're Aaron the Renegade.
And we got Jada here.
The chocolate baddie.
Three queen.
Shut the hell up.
The chocolate bunny.
So y'all, we just gonna dive right into it. What's your goal in a relationship? What's your
loyalty?
Loyalty. That's your commodity.
I need you to be loyal to me. Like I can't. Like you've ever dated a person and you're giving your all and you're like, you know, I'm really in it with this person for the long run, and then you realize they're messing around with other people. That breaks me more than anything. Like if you're not loyal to me, then I can't.
Can I ask you one question?
No.
Can I ask you a half a question?
Sure.
Okay. So, all right.
Okay.
All right, cool. So loyalty, right? So, like, how do you identify loyalty?
It's funny because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, you know, loyalty looks very different for a lot of different people. For some people, loyalty is, you know, you could do whatever it is that you want to do, but I need to know first so that I'm the one that's aware. You know, sometimes it's monogamy. Sometimes it's, you know, not monogamy, but it's just I want to be the first to know. Sometimes it's, you know, not hanging around certain people I don't like. Like, it can be identified as a lot of different ways. So I think that I'm glad he asked that question because loyalty is just a very blanket, you know, statement to make. It can mean a lot of things and it cannot mean a lot of things as well.
Loyalty meaning, you know, like you care about my feelings. Like, you know, if I tell you certain things that rub me the wrong way, you actually care to try to fix it. You know, that I feel like that's a part of loyalty. You know, not stepping out on me. As you know, I don't really. You guys always talk about, you know, men are gonna cheat, but for me, I don't feel like I can accept that. Loyalty as, you know, I look out for you, you look out for me. You know, we just care for each other in that way, and those are things that I can appreciate and respect. So that's a gold for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked is because I guess like loyalty and trust are similar, but I guess they're different, right?
Yeah, they are different.
But for me, trust is the goal. Like, if I can...
But the thing is, a lot of her comments about loyalty sound more like consideration. You know, it sounds more like you want the other person to just be considerate of you. That's not necessarily loyalty. Those are not synonyms.
And there's only been one or two women that I've dealt with in serious relationships where I can trust them. And then if you had to ask me, okay, so what is trust? Trust is literally within me that I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry that you're talking to somebody else. I don't got to worry that you're stepping out. I don't got to worry that you don't have the best interest at heart for me and you and us. I don't have, like, there is literally nothing that I'm actually worrying about. And whenever I get that type of trust, a different level of comfort and providing for me, like, just blossoms, right? Like, I'm willing to do whatever it is necessary for you and for us to get to whatever we gotta go because, you know, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. We already know, like, how my past was. So trust is so important to me because trust is so rare to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. All the way trust.
I agree. Trust is it can be rare depending on the type of people that you surround yourself with. It can be, but especially in a time where everybody's just doing things to impress other people on social media, Everybody's trying to keep up with somebody else, and a lot of people value things, materialistic things, even money, more than they value like a human life or another person. So it is a very weary time. So I agree. Trust is hard to find. It's hard to find somebody that you can genuinely trust. And as a man, he's saying that, and you would think women would say that because, being the weaker vessel or, whatever it is, you would think that women would have that mindset. But women always talk about the bag, but they never talk about things so detailed and important as trust. And again, this is men showing up and analyzing the relationships for what it is and what they need and what it requires, and women just, following the fad and saying anything.
Because I want somebody that have my back, like somebody that got my value, somebody I could trust, somebody where I know you're not trying to sell me out or you have bad intention. So you be with some people and they low key are your biggest hater. Yep. They don't want to see you do better than them, or you don't want to see them do better than you. So I want somebody I could fully trust, where, like you said, somebody where I don't have to second guess. Or is that person gonna, if something happened, would you leave me with a woman that got more money? Or would you leave me for clout? Would you leave me if I get sick?
Mm-hmm.
All that count. And I also wanted great sex.
Yeah.
That's really
Great sex.
and a little bit important. Right?
It's definitely
very important. I just want to ask a question then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trust is a big commodity for you, Rico. Trust is a big commodity for you too, right? If you're with Oliver, and Oliver is very wealthy, very powerful, but he's like, you don't have to trust me, but I give you another commodity in replace for your trust. What do people trade their trust for when they're with somebody?
Security.
Because a lot of people are in a lot of relationships with people they don't trust. What are they exchanging that commodity for? Because we're talking about an exchange.
Comfort.
So would you exchange comfort for trust?
Comfort and trust go hand in hand, honestly.
No.
Security is different
Security.
than
I know why she said comfort, because some people are in relationships for a certain amount of time, or they've been together for so long that, the comfort of being or having somebody else there will make them, second guess when it comes to, I can't trust you, but how am I going to live without you? Like it creates that kind of narrative in your mind. It should be hand in hand, right? If you can't trust somebody, you shouldn't be with them. But there's a lot of things that infiltrate that word trust and infiltrate the trust within the relationship that other people think that they have maybe more important things to worry about than trust and end up staying in the relationship. So a lot of people do sacrifice a lot. A lot of people do sacrifice trust for other things in relationships.
though. You know what I'm saying? Because comfort is a wide range word, right? But security, I feel like kind of, especially if you're talking about financial stability, you know what I'm saying? If you ask me, what would I trade trust for? The only thing I, Rico Hundo, is saying it live on camera, would trade the trust aspect for is for status. I do not expect a woman of high status, let's say Rihanna, Beyonce, something, I'm not necessarily them, but like somebody of that stature, to have to reciprocate the same amount of trust. Because I know that their level of temptations and their level of, and their lifestyle is so different. It's actually, for me, I believe it's unfair to think of them as that trust that I'm talking about, where I don't have to worry that they're not falling short of all the temptations that...
What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Like, it doesn't matter who you're dating. It doesn't matter what status they have. Like, and this is why I say different men have different categories and different men have different mindsets when it comes to relationships and when it comes to dealing with women. You can have an average Joe that will have somebody like, you know, B or Riri in a chokehold, where they feel like they can't even talk to nobody, they can't go nowhere, they can't say nothing, because they're so committed to this man, because he exudes that energy of like, if you don't give me this, then I can't be with you. And they deal with it. They roll with the punches. You know, it's not, you don't have to fall back as a man because your status is not the same. I think that's a little crazy. That's just my opinion, though.
Into their life. It's not fair because I know that they're human. Woman or man, that's the only thing that I...
But, sorry to cut you off. How do you measure that success? How do you know, okay, that's a person that, like, can a girl feel that about you? If a girl is not on your level, can she feel that way about you and your status?
So I'm a businessman, right? Supply and demand. It's very simple, right? So if Rico becomes the number one Rico out of all the million Ricos that there are in this world, then you gotta kind of know that you have the number one Rico. If I'm with somebody who is, like I said, Rihanna, who is, I don't even want to say her name. If I'm with somebody of a stature like, you know, a Kardashian or somebody in that bracket where they're having, you know, they're one of one, at least for our lifespan or lifetime, right? I know that I will exchange my trust for their status because I know that, you know, what's going to happen is
So he's saying he can be bought with fame. He can compromise his number one thing, and excuse me, guys, this burn is still healing. But he will compromise his number one non-negotiable thing for status and fame within the woman. That's, I don't know, guys.
That's about cool. I'm not going to take it personal because they're used to having the world as their oyster.
So you'll stick around after they step out?
Yeah, but they have to be also at the same. I would if one of them cheated on me, depending on how much I actually love them, I would stick around.
So the status is really probably the money too, though. Yeah.
It's not really the money, right? Because like status is different from financial stability.
But why be with someone who has a high status if they're going to disrespect your relationship?
So like this is what I'm saying. Like you asked me what I would exchange it for.
Exchange.
It's not.
Like what would you exchange for? What? That's what.
Yeah, it's like.
But we're just really trying to, you know, dig in his answer. Like, what does the status do for you personally?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the status does nothing for me.
Okay.
See, I'm a thinker, right? And I'm a very reasonable person. And somebody who has that much status, now they could be a billionaire or they could be a millionaire, right? There's a big tax bracket difference, right? But it's not the money that I'm saying is why I'm exchanging my trust for them. If I actually love this person, I know what comes with their lifestyle. I know what comes with their life, and I know what comes with their career. So when I sign my name on that paper saying I'm going to deal with somebody.
But nothing in that lifestyle says that you have to be unfaithful. Nothing. What's the singer? I think her name is Bia. She sings, it's a whole lot of money in this. You know, she was on a live stream with Nicki Minaj and got, what was it? She was hit on. Like Drake was literally shooting his shot and hitting on her. And she's like, I got a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is not Drake status, doesn't have Drake wealth, doesn't have Drake money. And just her loyalty alone, her commitment to her relationship alone, she was like, oh, no, thank you for the compliment. I have a man. I'm not interested. No, thank you. Keep it pushing. Like, go about your business. So status should not matter. Respect should be the utmost regardless of the dynamics of the relationship.
It's all after millions of people. For me to expect you to not fold to millions of people or a million plus times to a person is, to me, a little bit insane.
So am I fucked up to think like trust? I want to know. I'm asking. Am I messed up to think like, let's just say, I trust you. Like when I say trust is somebody where, we could build something together. Like I could have your kids. We could, stuff like that. I don't believe like, let's just say I'm with somebody and I cheated or he cheated. I feel like it's infidelity, but I'm not going to say I don't trust that person. I might not trust the infidelity part, but I can still trust you with my life because a man going to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I know like a man could just go out and have sex that's going to hurt me, but I know like certain men are going to do certain things for a certain woman. And
again, this is where we say that everything is relative, right? Like when she said the thing about loyalty and it was really just about her talking about consideration. It's the same thing with trust, What she's saying is valid. It's a valid point. Some women cannot trust their men around other women, but when it comes to him holding it down, providing, protecting, they can go to sleep at night and trust that man that they're with because they trust him as a person. Do they trust him in the area of their heart? Not necessarily, but they trust him in other ways. And this just goes to, again, there's different facets of these conversations, and it really depends on each individual.
men will never do anything for some women, but there's certain women, they make sure that you're straight. When a man mess with a woman and they really care for you, I feel like they make sure that you're straight. You know, you got a home to go to. If there's something, if you're sick, they're in a hospital. But they're not going to do that for every woman. Yeah, you might step out, but that doesn't mean I don't trust you, don't got my trust. It's just infidelity. And I feel like that's like two completely different things.
And the only way, can I just, the only, and just to clear this up, the only way infidelity becomes untrustworthy is when that person decides to lie about the infidelity.
That was it. Oh, so the title, we didn't even get into the title. I thought we were going to get into the title. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' feelings on this video. Very interesting conversation. Very interesting part of the conversation, I should say. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video.